it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I have a card for you that has come about as a result of my desire to use my brand new product here, the Grit Paste. So I've got coconut white foundation cardstock. I have actually got the lovely double pierced and this square dies by Sue Wilson, and I've got two here. I've got 5.5 and this is about 5 inches, so I thought it'd be really nice to layer them like this. And then I'm making my card base anyway using my easy peasy card method. Video will be on the blog post, blah blah blah. If you go to the paragraph below the video here on YouTube, click show more, and then you'll see the link to the blog post, and that's where I'll put the detail, the video for my easy peasy card method. But what I didn't need to do was make another front. I'm quite happy with 5.5 inches as my card base. So then I'm going to take a piece of the coconut white and I am going to cut it to 5.5 inches by 6 inches. So I've got a piece here which is fitting across the width, but it's got that little bit of extra depth there so that I can score that and stick it together. Okay, so now we've finished the card. I want to put that to one side and I want to work on my layer. So I'm going to be doing my paste on this layer first so that can be drying. So I'm just going to stick it to the piece of card here, just using some removable Scotch tape, and then I'm going to get my lovely grit paste. So now I tend to like, with the texture pastes, I tend to like having it quite thick and bumpy. It seems to me there's no point having a texture paste if you're not going to texture it. So we're going to, I want it just down through the middle here. But I don't want it finishing evenly top and bottom, so I'm pulling up a little bit more there, and then I'm really working on bumping that up a bit. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is just very carefully peel that tape off without moving the actual stencil too much, and then you just want to lift up nice and carefully, very directly, so you're literally lifting up straight from the page so that you don't smush it into the page, and doesn't that, into the card. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I'm loving how that's coming out. I'm hoping you can see that. Wow. And you can see now where I smushed it up with the tool, you can see all the different sort of spiky bits and different depths to it. I mean, you could do it smoother as well if you wanted, but I just really like the effect of that. So I'm going to pop that to one side. So the next thing I need to do is my sentiment, and I want to gold emboss that, and I've got these sentiments from Stampin' Up called Perfect Pairings, and I'm going to use this one called Happy Day, and I'm just going to use my little Fiskars stamper here, and because I want to emboss I'm going to use my Versamark and my Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder. I've got bright gold metallic. Okay, so I'm not worrying about it being particularly straight because I am going to be die cutting. And then just taking my embossing powder and hoping that the stamp has stamped all right. Oh yeah, that's come out nice. So then just taking my heat tool, and usually I do prefer to go from behind. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Okay. Okay, so that's that. What I want to do is just use these lovely Sue Wilson dies. I've got these gorgeous frames and tags stitched flags. So for today I thought it would be fun to use that little baby tattered lace, little baby blue, my A plate, then my card with my sentiment, and I'm just going to centralize that like so, and I want a bit of tape to hold it in place because this is not magnetic and I don't want this moving. So just across the top like that, that will just hold it in place, and then my B plate on top to finish the sandwich, and then through my little baby blue. Okay, so that is my lovely little flag cut, and I'm going to want to curve this, so I am just going to get my score tool thing, bone folder, and I'm just going to gently curve it one way then the other dimension. Okay, so my texture paste is still drying, so I think I was going to try and speed it up a bit by using my heat gun here to dry it off. You could just let it do it naturally if you prefer, but I'm being impatient. Okay, so I finished drying that. What did happen is, because it was wet, even before I put the heat on, it started bending the card. That happens, and as it dries it will naturally straighten out, but as I was heating it from the top, that started to dry and it started to flatten out, and as you can see it's not too bad now. So the first thing I'm going to do is stick this down, and I'm going to use my 3D glue gel by Pinflair glue gel. I think that will give a nice height to it, but it will also, with the extra weight, because I'm sticking that metal charm on the front, it will make sure it stays stuck. So I'm just going to pop that way up, and I'm going to put some so we've got here my hard base, and I want it as a top folded card. That's just my personal preference. I always like square cards to be top folding, and then I want those bits on the side, and then I'm just popping this down into the center there, and I don't want to press too much because I want to keep that height, and I most definitely don't want to press on my lovely paste. There we go. So not like massively high. So I need to think about where I'm positioning. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So, whoops. So I'm just going to take my little metal charm here. This, as I said before, was a lovely charm from Griffin stable. And I think it will stick mostly okay with that centerpiece. Got the glue on it. Now again, I don't want it massively high in the air or anything, so I think that's fine. I'm just got most of the height there on that flower, but I managed to get those little leaves sticking down as well with that adhesive, so I think, and that end piece there as well, so I think we've got more than enough to stay stuck. So then I want a little bit of adhesive on that piece there, not very thick, and the same there, and then I want a big lump in the middle there because that's where I want my arch to be. And then just stick that down like so. So then the final touch, I cut a piece of vellum. It's a beautiful pearlescent vellum, and I cut it to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then all I'm going to do is put a line of tape across the top. And the good thing about it being pearlescent vellum is you're not going to see that line. And then I'm just sticking that top piece down, and I've created myself a beautiful but very simple insert. And there it is done. That is our card for today. So I hope you have enjoyed making this with me. I think it again is something a little bit different for me. It's quite simple, clean cut. So I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you like the finished card. I would, as always, love to hear your comments. Don't forget to go on over to the blog post, because as I said before, there will be loads of photos on there, all the links, and also that video that I talked about for the easy peasy card method. So lots of other stuff on there as well that's worth looking at. So as I said earlier, just go to the paragraph below this video if you're on YouTube, click where it says show more, and it opens up the whole paragraph and you'll see loads more text. But one of the first things is the link under the heading corresponding blog post. Just click on that and over you'll pop to my website. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.